El Chapo, the drug kingpin who escaped prison twice. Joaquín Guzmán was born in the rural mountains of Badiraguato in Sinaloa, Mexico. The region was poor and isolated, but it was also known for something else: drug trafficking. Many families in the area survived by growing illegal crops like marijuana and opium poppies. For young people growing up there, opportunities were extremely limited. Guzmán grew up in poverty and reportedly began working in the drug trade at a very young age. He started as a small worker in the trafficking network, learning how drugs were transported through the mountains and across borders. But Guzmán was ambitious. Over time, he began building connections and gaining the trust of powerful figures in the drug world. Eventually, he rose through the ranks and became a key leader in the powerful Sinaloa Cartel. By the 1980s and 1990s, Guzmán had become one of the most influential figures in Mexico's growing drug trade. The Sinaloa Cartel expanded rapidly under his leadership. The organization developed complex smuggling networks that transported massive amounts of cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and marijuana into the United States. Authorities later estimated that the cartel moved tons of illegal drugs across the border every year, generating billions of dollars in profit. Guzmán became known for his intelligence, strategy, and ruthlessness. He built alliances, eliminated rivals, and strengthened his organization's control over major trafficking routes. But as the cartel grew more powerful, violence also increased. During the early 2000s, cartel wars in Mexico turned many regions into battle zones. Different criminal groups fought fiercely to control smuggling routes and territory. Shootouts, assassinations, and kidnappings became common as cartels battled for dominance. Amid the chaos, the Sinaloa Cartel continued to grow stronger, becoming one of the most powerful criminal organizations in the world. But law enforcement agencies were also increasing their efforts to stop Guzmán. In 1993, authorities finally captured Guzmán after years of investigation. He was sent to Puente Grande Prison in Mexico. Many believed his criminal career was finally over. But even behind bars, Guzmán reportedly continued communicating with members of his cartel and maintaining influence over the organization. Then, in 2001, something unbelievable happened. After nearly 8 years in prison, Guzmán managed to escape. Reports suggested that he hid inside a laundry cart that was pushed out of the prison by corrupt guards. Just like that, one of the most powerful drug traffickers in the world had vanished. The escape embarrassed authorities and shocked the public. For the next 13 years, Guzmán remained one of the most wanted fugitives on the planet. After more than a decade on the run, authorities finally located Guzmán again in 2014. He was captured in the coastal city of Mazatlan in Mexico. This time, officials promised that security would be stronger and that another escape would be impossible. But Guzmán had other plans. In July 2015, the world watched in disbelief as Guzmán escaped again. Security cameras showed him entering the shower area of his prison cell. Moments later, he disappeared. Investigators soon discovered the shocking truth. A 1.5-kilometer underground tunnel had been secretly built beneath his prison cell. The tunnel was incredibly sophisticated. It contained electric lighting ventilation systems, reinforced walls, and rails for a motorcycle used to transport him quickly. Experts believe the tunnel took months of careful planning and construction. Once again, El Chapo had vanished. The escape became one of the most famous prison breaks in modern history. After the escape, authorities launched a massive international manhunt. Mexican forces worked closely with the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the United States to locate him. The search lasted for months and involved intelligence tracking, surveillance, and coordinated operations. Finally, in January 2016, Guzmán was captured again during a raid in the city of Los Mochis. This time, authorities decided they could not risk another escape. In 2017, Guzmán was extradited to the United States to face federal charges. His trial revealed shocking details about the global drug trade, corruption, and the massive scale of his criminal empire. Prosecutors described him as one of the most powerful drug traffickers in history. In 2019, Guzmán was convicted and sentenced to life in prison plus 30 years. Today, he is held at ADX Florence in Colorado in the United States. The facility is known as one of the most secure prisons in the world and is often called the Alcatraz of the Rockies. Inmates there spend nearly all of their time in isolation. Escaping from this prison is considered virtually impossible. From a poor boy growing up in rural Mexico to the leader of one of the world's most powerful drug cartels, the rise of El Chapo was extraordinary. But his story also shows how crime, violence, and corruption can shape entire nations. Despite escaping prison twice and evading authorities for years, his journey ultimately ended behind the walls of one of the most secure prisons on Earth. And the legend of El Chapo remains one of the most infamous stories in the history of organized crime. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy true crime and global documentaries like this, don't forget to subscribe for more stories.